New Bambu printer just dropped. Let's talk about it. Last Thursday, I got an email from Bambu letting me know something was coming, and from everything I've been hearing the past week and a half or so, I thought I knew it was coming, and it seems like I did. Because today, at 10 a.m. EST, Bambu released this, the A2L. The A2L is the younger yet much bigger sibling to the previously released Bambulab's A2 Mini and the A2. With a build plate of 330 by 330, it's nearly double the build plate that the A1 in my X2D uses. Right now I'm actually working on my 100-day review for the X2D back there, and I actually just got this wood fiber PLA that I'm going to test it out with, making some stuff for around the house. When I was deciding what printer to get at the end of April, it was pretty much between the A1 and the P2S, and the A1 was about to win until the X2D got released. But if this A2L was in the conversation, I might have chosen a bit differently. Now I'm considering if at that price point, should I pick up another printer so I can make bigger, more functional parts? Because right now I'm working on this, which is the Lieutenant Shock Baton from The Legend of Korra, but at the build plate size, this is pretty much maxing it out. With the A2L, I could print at least about a third of the whole piece in one print, compared to just being able to print this much, just over 6 inches in one print on my X2D, which can print higher grade materials, but if I'm just printing things like PETG and PLA for things like this, I could probably do it on the A2L and it'd be better because fewer pieces, fewer points of failure on a build. Besides just being a bigger version of the A2 Mini and the A2, the A2L does actually bring some second generation features to earn its namesake. First of all, the extruder is apparently the same type that's being used in printers like the H2S and the X2D compared to the A1. The print volume is actually about the same as the H2S, so this is pretty much an H2S at a quarter of the price with all the main features that you need besides being able to print higher grade engineering filaments, but a lot of people don't really need that. On top of that, another thing being brought over from the H2 series is the cutter and plotter tool, which you can use to make some pretty interesting things, drawing things out, using it as a cutting tool. That could be a really useful addition to a lot of people's working setups. The A2L's price, it's a pretty good place in Bambu's lineup, sitting at $470 for the printer by itself and $570 for the printer with the AMS combo, coming with the AMS Lite. And thanks to a recent update, all the A-series printers are compatible with the AMS2 Pro and the original AMS. So if you have one of those, you don't have to get the AMS Lite with it, so you can save some money. And if you were thinking about getting the cutter and plotter attachment, that's only $60. So coming all in, that's pretty affordable. With everything that I've seen from everyone who got one of the printers early, it seems like all the new features, whether it's the vibration dampening having to deal with the printer's larger size, the cutter and plotter tool, or all the other features bringing it up to spec with the other second generation machines, seem to be working pretty well, so I don't think you have any issues with any of that. Especially at this price point, the A2L seems really compelling. Now what I'm wondering is, do you guys think it would be worth me picking up another printer so I can have one for quick access prototyping and that can print higher grade materials, and another that can print bigger functional parts? Or should I just stick with X2D? Let me know in the comments. Real quick before you leave, if you're watching this video, you're probably somewhat interested in 3D printing or some facet of engineering. So if you want to keep up to date with my projects, like shock batons, Wi-Fi transmitter, Dr. Stone style light bulb, solar powered car, laser turrets, Roomba stuff, a log post from One Piece, an EMP ring, anti-facial recognition glasses, got you to communicator colors, and many, geez, I got a lot to do. Anyway, consider joining my Discord server, where we can talk about anything interesting in the tech space at the moment. You can share your own projects, we can share videos of other people's projects and talk about them if they're interesting, and you can keep up to date with what I'm working on, because I move a little slow for YouTube, mainly because I hate editing and coming up with thumbnails, but I'm pretty much always working on something. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.